Hey class, today is Monday, April 6, 2020. The week before spring break in math, we learned how to partition a shape into equal parts. This week we're going to do more learning with that. So our learning focus will be partitioning shapes into rows and columns and determining the total amount of units within a partition shape. So that's like a lot going on, but the more activities that we do this week, the more we will understand what that means. So let's take a look at today's activity. You're going to need to know some vocabulary words this week, and it will help you with today's activity as well. So here are your vocabulary words, pictures off to the side, and words here. So our first word is partition. We learned that word 2 weeks ago with our lesson for equal or non-equal, and that means to split a shape into equal parts. So you guys did a great job. So you take a whole shape and you split it up into smaller parts. Repeated addition is a word that we might not have seen before, but we've done it before. And repeated addition means to add equal groups together. So here's an example. I have a rectangle here divided into all these small parts. So I notice that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 squares going across the top. I also notice there are 4 here and 4 here going across. That's because I noticed this shape is partitioned equally. So what I would do is add 4 plus 4 plus 4, and in total, there are 12 squares here. So if I wanted to share this with 11 people, that means 12 including me, this is what it would look like. Let me double check, I have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, that's pretty cool. Here are some new ones we're going to learn this week. The first word is array. An array is an arrangement of objects or pictures or numbers in columns and rows. So here's an example of an array. So kind of similar to what we just saw here, it's divided into equal rows. So here's what that means. I notice that this square is divided equally. It looks like there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going that way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares going this way. I notice there are 5 in each row. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. So if I add all these together, I'm going to get 25 little squares. Another way you can say that is by multiplying. Guys, we're going to look at some multiplication by saying 5 going across and 5 going down. So 5 times 5 is 25. So there are 25 squares in all. Now the next two words we're going to learn this week are rows. A row goes from left to right in an array, like a row, row your boat. You hold those left to right. Items are arranged in a horizontal line, so side to side. So in a row, in a row, in a row, in a row. They're going side to side. Now columns are the opposite. Columns go from top to bottom, or up and down. The items are arranged in a vertical line. So columns, if you even look at the word column, you'll see the L goes up and down, and they've highlighted some pink for the M, and the N go up and down. Columns go up and down. You might have even seen columns when we looked at the president's house, the White House. You'll see some columns on the outside of that house. Those columns go up and down. So once we start to do our activities, that's a lot to look at right now. Throughout the week, we're just going to learn a little bit each day and become experts at these words. So let's review our rows and columns. So rows are and columns are used to divide shapes. Now it says to watch the video for Monday. That's what we're doing right now, y'all. So some teachers just put that there as a reminder, but I'm showing you guys the video now. So here's a rectangle that we have, okay? What we're going to do is, maybe it's a piece of paper or I'm drawing the lines, but I'm going to divide that shape into 3 rows. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, side to side. I also want to divide it into 4 columns up and down. So I might fold it 1, 2, 3, 4, up and down. Now when I open that paper up or look at all the lines I've drawn, I'm going to notice that there are 3 rows going side to side still, just like here. 1, 2, 3. And I also have my 4 columns. They didn't go away either. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I open it up, I see all these little squares on the inside. My shape is partitioned into an array. So here's what I'm going to do. In order to find my total, I can do it in kind of a couple different ways. I can count up the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can go 4 plus 4 plus 4, or I could even go 4 times 3, and I'm still going to get 12 boxes total. So today we're just kind of dipping our toe in, and you guys are going to get a little practice. So let me show you your activity for today. Once you've watched the video, you're going to grab a piece of paper and a pencil for today's activity. So first, you're going to take your piece of paper and fold it in half, hamburger style. Next, you're going to fold the paper again in half and keep repeating this step as many times as you can. So try to fold the paper until you can't fold it anymore. Then you're going to unfold your paper to reveal the columns and rows, or rows and columns that you've just made. Finally, you'll take your pencil and number each box to count how many rectangles you made to partition your shape. So today, what you're going to do is you're going to do this activity, and then you're going to go, there's a link to a discussion board where you're going to share how many shapes you made and all inside, and how many rows and columns you made. So let me look at this example. This friend on the bottom folded their paper into a total amount. Let's look how many squares they have on the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 squares in all. Now, I also noticed there's rows going across and some columns going up and down. So let's see how many rows. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Let's see how many go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So that's what my response would be. I would just kind of type that up in my discussion board. So I can't wait to see what you guys do and see how many rows and columns you can get your paper divided into. Tomorrow's lesson, like when you're finished with this, you'll notice it's Tuesday, so we don't need to continue that. Just go back to your eClass page and click on your discussion board once you've created your partition shape. Have a great day.